Hi everyone, let's provide a solution to this equation. This is x to the power of 3 plus x equals 2. Okay, so what do? We'll just go straight to the right because 2 is 1 plus 1, and then 1 plus 1 can still be 1 to the power of 3 plus 1. Then if you put this on the right hand side of the equation, then you're going to have x to the power of 3 plus 1x equals 1 to the power of 3 plus 1. Okay, so now the left hand side and the right hand side are in the same form. Now let us regroup. Okay, regroup the equation. This is the equation. Okay, so to regroup now, we will have x to the power of 3 minus 1 to the power of 3, right? Then we'll now have the other, which is x over here plus x minus 1, and then everything is equal to 0 because the terms on the other side have been shifted to the left. Okay, so now if you deal with this separately, you have difference of 2 cubes, and then our a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3 gives a minus b into a squared plus ab plus b squared. Okay, so this is what we have. Just like we have difference of 2 squares, we also have difference of 2 cubes. So now our a minus b becomes x minus 1, so I'll write it down there. A squared is x squared plus ab is x times 1, and that is x. B squared is 1 squared, and that is 1. Then plus x minus 1. Okay, this very one will be here in brackets, and then we equate to 0. At this point, we are going to factorize because x minus 1 is a common factor to these two. So here I have x squared plus x plus 1 plus this divided by this will give us 1. This divided by this will give 1. Then we close and equate to 0, so that our x minus 1 is still a factor. Then you add up this equation, these expressions, as we have x squared plus x plus 2 equals 0. Now x minus 1 can be 0, or x squared plus x plus 2 can be 0. Since we are multiplying both of them to get 0, we can conclude that either of them must be equal to 0. Okay, now our x is 0 plus 1, and then x is equal to 1, one of the solutions. Now let's get the other solution, and we are starting from here now. X squared plus x plus 2 equals 0. You need to have your ABC. A is the coefficient of 1 squared, x squared, and that is 1. B is the coefficient of x, and that is 1. And C is a constant, which is 2. Now remember the formula. The formula is x equals minus b plus or minus. We have the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, so the next thing is to substitute into this formula so that x becomes minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared, which will be 1 squared, minus 4 times 1 times 2. This is because a is 1 and c is 2. This is divided by 2 times 1. Okay, so let's start from here. Okay, so our x is minus 1 plus or minus, we have the square root of 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times 2 divided by 2 times 1. Now x is minus 1 plus or minus 1 squared is 1 minus 4 times 1 times 2 is 8. Then we divide this by 2. So to go ahead now, our x is going to be minus 1 plus or minus square root of negative 7. Because 1 minus 8 is 7, is negative 7, then we write 2. To go ahead, our x will be minus 1 plus or minus, we have square root of 7 multiplied by square root of negative 1. Remember, root 7 times root negative 1 is the same thing as square root of negative 7. Okay, so this is divided by 2. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, so from here now, x is minus 1 plus or minus root 7 times I. This is over 2. Okay, and then to rearrange this better, we have minus 1 plus or minus, we have I root 7 divided by 2. And this is a 2-in-1 solution. So let's bring the three solutions together now. We got x1 before, which is equal to 1. And then our x2 is from here. Remember, this is plus or minus, so 1 will be positive and the other will be negative. So we have minus 1 plus I root 7 divided by 2. And then x3 will be minus 1 minus I root 7 divided by 2. But then if you can press your calculator and get root 7, it's still okay, not a bad idea. So these right here are the three solutions to the equation.